Brother, what do you know? Playing in those fields, this world is all around. Heaven is at our heels.
I'm Ray the K, also known as Ray Krolewicz. Or maybe I'm Ray Krolewicz, also known as Ray the K. And I run ultramarathons because it's a nice way to spend time with friends, and make new friends, and hang out with a bunch of cool people.
Gave you everything.
How many ultras does that make for you?
I have no idea, I don't count them. Somewhere north of 500.
500 ultras?
Yeah. Depends on how you would define my first one. Because I ran a 30-mile race when I was in high school, had no idea what an ultra was. Didn't know what I was doing. I just went out and ran because it was one of those walkathon things to raise money, but they had prizes for finishing first, and it's like, I want that prize, so I went out and ran it, and I decided to be a real runner, and I was training to run the Boston Marathon, and shortly before the Boston was supposed to come up, some friends of mine said, hey, we're running a 31-mile race from Wagner to Lexington. Do you want to run it? And I said, well, I'd love to run it. It sounds like fun. It's further than a marathon. And I'd run several marathons in the recent months and had qualified for Boston. So I said, sure, I'd like to run that. And the term ultramarathon was still not used, and that was in March of '79. It was not a term that I knew. So when I went to Boston in '79, I was talking to some old guy, and he came up to me and he said, hey, I'm glad I'm the only turkey out here. And he was like, old grizzled guy, no shirt, shorts, and I was no shirt, shorts. I said, what do you mean turkey, you know? And he said, it's against the rules to run without a shirt. And so I always just put my race number on my shorts. He said, yeah, don't worry about it. This is a race over in Connecticut. You know, it's a 50-miler. And if you feel good at 50 miles, you can go ahead and do 62 miles for 100K. So I said, okay, I'll go do that. And that was the first time, you know, this man used the term ultramarathon. I asked him his name, and he said, Walt Stack. Just let anybody that listens to this either know or not know who Walt Stack is. But Walt is a legend, a true legend. So I went 3 weeks later, I hitchhiked from South Carolina to New York, showed up on my grandmother's door and said, Grandmother, would you please drive me over to Connecticut tomorrow morning so I can run this 62-mile foot race. Here it is, what, that was '79, and here it is 2013, and by golly, I'm still running ultramarathons and having as much fun as I ever did. Well, I've started a lot of races, and I've finished most of them. It's just, you know, how do you say thank you to a racetrack? How do you say thank you to a community like, you know, Long Island Running Club, or, you know, the families that put on Jack Bristol, Lake Warrenburg Ultras, or the Sri Chinmoy Marathon? You finish. You do as good a performance as you can on any given day. For the most part, I've got very few, you know, did not finishes, because it's just, you know, like today. You know, I didn't care what my time was coming out. Anybody can run any distance, anytime. The variable is time. So I knew I was going to finish. I didn't know if it was going to be 5 hours. I knew that would be the best I could do, and a couple people I ran with early finished right under 5 hours. Could have been 7 hours. You know, it's you just don't know when you start, and that's why you run these. Whatever you've done, that's not necessarily what you're going to do next time out. You might never do that again. So whether it's fast or slow, that's not, you know, so, and it keeps you focused. It keeps you looking ahead and training, and I like to think that in spite of all the gray hairs, it's kept me youthful.
Yeah.
Oh, there are no low points of ultramarathons.
There's no low point?
I get sleepy sometimes, and I take a nap. But there's not like a low point. I'm having a blast. I said in, God, 1985, I was doing a Sri Chinmoy 6-day race. And somebody talked about having fun, and Guru, Sri Chinmoy, said, Ray always has fun. And one of the things that he liked about me, and we were friends, was my ability to always be playful and always enjoy myself. I can sing, I can dance, you know. I usually, you know, like I said, I make up little ditties or sing. I will frequently, like, you know, in a trail race and maybe there's not a lot of people, particularly if I know some people that are behind me, I'll lie down right in the middle of a trail and take a nap. Because I know, you know, it's like somebody's going to come up from behind me. You know, I got a good friend, Fred. Fred will be like, Ray, you still alive? You know, and he'll kick me in. Oh, I knew you were 20 minutes behind me. I caught a quick nap. You know, I can't. There's you know, you go out and you run. It's you know, kind of there, you know, and you know, you finish a race and you sit around like, you know, you saw inside and you visit with your friends and stuff, and then everybody gets up and they go home, and you know, now with email and Facebook, and, you know, all this stuff is so much communication.
So what are your goals coming up?
I have no goals.
Just gonna.
I've never had goals. It's John Lennon. You know, it's life is what happens when you're busy making other plan. And all the goal is another word for a plan. I go out and I run. I train hard. I like to run fast. I want to keep, you know, so my goal is to keep running, stay healthy, run faster than I'm running now. I know I'll never run as fast as I did when I was young. There's a couple of those things like 6 days. Hey, I might be able to run faster for 6 days now because I'm smarter than I did in my 30s when I was young, dumb, and fast. So it'll sound weird to say because the whole thing about life and everybody, all the motivational speakers and everybody's like, set goals and you know, don't set goals. Enjoy life. You know, do things. You may be amazed at what you accomplish just by going out and doing things. And that's kind of the way, you know, I never had a goal to, you know, do this or that, or, you know, 4 kids, 7 grandkids, you know, and stuff like that. You know, things happen along the way. So, and I think way beyond running is a lot of people worry too much. What's the old serenity prayer, you know? Change the things I can change, you know, accept the things I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's like it's all different, you know, none of it matters. You know, just go through, you know, do the best you can, treat people well, you know, treat people with dignity and respect. It's been good to me. I've had a lot of fun through the years. I'm looking for many, many more years of having fun. Somebody told me at the last race I was at, if anybody will ever do 100 miles, when they're 100, it'll be you, Ray. I'm like, well, I don't know if I'll be able to finish it when I'm 100. So my debate is, do I start 12 hours early and finish 100 miles when I'm 100, or do I start at like midnight, you know, when I turn 100 on my birthday, and then finish it afterwards? And I think when I left them, they were still pondering that.
Where do we go from here? Maybe just across the line.
Only of the stars? That's a good one.
No, it's for my new recording contract. Has nothing to do with running. It's for singing.
That's nice.
Yeah. You've heard me sing, right?
I want a copy. What?
All right.
You know, too bad there's no horses out today. There's usually horses. Every year we do this. I guess it's too cold for them.
Too damn cold for runners, too.
That too. Take care, Greg.
You too, man. Good seeing you.
Okay.